Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging.
Hello everybody and welcome back to our channel. It is day 6 of our 12 days of Christmas giveaways. That means we are halfway through. Remember, you can enter every single day right up till the 13th, 14th of December. You really stand a very, very good chance. Now, are you ready to get schooled? Okay, firstly, let me ask you a question. How is your handwriting? Do you write beautifully and eloquently, or does it look like a doctor's script? Today we're going right back to the beginning, to the basics, when you learned how to write. Manuscript and cursive. Today we're featuring SchoolRite, and basically they are handwriting instructional guides that you use to help teach your children how to write. But you might be thinking, hang on, SchoolRite, that rings a bell. Well, they've been part of the American school supply system since 1978, so the chances are you've heard of them before, in kindergarten, in preschool, all the way up to middle school. Now you might be asking, why would you need an instructional guide on how to write? Think about it, back in the early days when you were learning how to do each letter, the difference with the SchoolRite guides is that they actually help to form the correct contour of each letter, to know when to start, which movement to take and when to end, when to lift the pencil and when to place it back down. These are things that aren't taught in your cheap, very brittle, plasticky type of stencils that you can sometimes pick up in the store. These are quite unique. And that's exactly why they've won so many awards and been around since 1978. Next, you might wonder who all could use something like this. And the list just goes on, really. Think about your early learners, your special needs learners, your left-hand writers, your homeschoolers. Think about people that have gone through rehabilitation. Perhaps some people have had a stroke and forgotten how to write. Something like this would be absolutely perfect for them. Lots of people then also ask, well, when should my child start learning how to write? And generally the appropriate age is about 4 years old, but it could be earlier. It's whenever they demonstrate an interest to write their name or an interest to sort of spell out a letter. So let me share with you how these SchoolRite writing guides actually work. They make use of the kinesthetic teaching approach, which is learning by physically doing. Now, I don't know about you, but that's how I learned best, by actually physically doing what I was being taught. Now, the way SchoolRite does that is by actually guiding the learner's pencil in these slots that have carved out of the plastic, and you'll see that they're actually being created at an angle, and that helps to teach children the angle in which they should apply the pencil to the paper. You will see that there's numbers showing them which strokes to make first and in what order, and also arrows showing them in which direction they should make their strokes. You'll also make note of these ruled lines on the template, which give a visual guide as to the proportion of the letters. Now start at the top. That's a good one, but you see what you did? You started at the bottom and you went up. Now start at the top and go down. Perfect. Let's see what it looks like. See, that's number 1. You did a number 1 already. Yes. Move down. Oh, you're doing it. Yes. Now start up there and go down. Almost, but you got it. Let's see what it looks like. That's a number 4. You did it. High five. Yeah.
And Dad, but it's 4. But there's more numbers now.
There's lots more numbers and we'll learn them all. JP, we're going to do the first letter of your name, J. It looks like a candy stick, hey? Huh?
And it looks like
an umbrella. There, you did it.
I think it looks like an after too.
Yes. Okay, there it is. JP. That's your name.
No.
That's not your name?
No, Daddy.
This is the shortened version.
So I need another bigger version.
I love the quality in which they've created these guides. I also love the range that SchoolRite offers. I'm going to be leaving links down in the description box to all their products, which you can also buy on Amazon. Look, from a parent's point of view, I'm constantly being surprised at how things are so different from when I was a youngster learning how to write and get through school. They're pushing children harder and faster these days, And any edge you could give your child and little one is an absolute plus, because you're going to give them an advantage when they start school or when they get through those first few years. I think it's a wonderful bonding exercise, not just for parents but for grandparents as well, to be actively involved in teaching their children how to write. Apart from reading, learning how to write is possibly one of those key and essential skills that they're going to need throughout their entire lives. Now, I am very excited that SchoolRite has decided to partner with us for these 12 days of Christmas. School is restarting in January, and for the Southern Hemisphere fans and watchers, that's time when the little ones are actually starting school. So something like this could become extremely useful. Remember, I'm putting links down below where you could go find these products, but you could also win them in our 12 days of Christmas giveaways. I'm leaving details on how to enter in the description box down below. Hey, and while you're here, check out this video where we actually did review the SchoolRite stencils a few years back. Thanks for watching. Until the next video.